this is Tina Kapoor and I welcome you all for today's session. Today's session is all about discussing brainwave frequencies and how they function. This is not a topic which is very commonly discussed, so I wanted more and more people to get aware of this, and that is why I thought of recording this session. So, as you can make out from the title of my video, it says manifesting your desires. But don't mistake it for any other law of attraction video, because this is manifesting your desires by understanding the functioning of your brain, understanding the levels of brainwave frequencies, how they function, and how we can make most use of them so as to maximize the potential of our brain. So let's start. But before beginning, I must mention two key points to any manifestation method. One is letting go, another is gratitude. When I say letting go means you follow a practice for a stipulated period of time as you've been guided, and then you release that wish to the universe. Whenever the timing is, the divine timing is right, it will manifest as your reality. Do not try too hard, do not chase too much. Letting go places you in a position of power. There is an immense power when you let go of things. The other thing, gratitude. Gratitude actually means being thankful for a thing as if you already have it. Feeling that feeling of already having something. Isn't it wonderful? So let's start. I have made a short form of brainwave frequencies. There are 4 types of brainwave frequencies, wherein B stands for beta. The short form is BAT-B. It will make it much easier for you to remember it. B stands for beta. Now beta is all about alertness, concentration. So you can say right now I am in beta wave frequency. Okay? It is about alertness and concentration, but at the same time the mind is a little stressed also. This is like, the brain is producing 60 thoughts per minute, as you can see. In beta brain frequency, your mind produces 60 thoughts per minute. So whenever you're sorting data, whenever you're analyzing data, you are in beta. Whenever you're taking up an exam or a presentation, you are in beta. Clear? The next is alpha. In alpha, the mind produces 30 thoughts per minute because it is alert, but at the same time it is a little relaxed. Now how can we make use of this alpha wave frequency? This is the house of creativity. This is the place in your brain. This is the frequency. When brain reaches this frequency, it starts creating ideas. So we need to bring our brain to a place that alpha frequency is activated. And how do we do that? How can we make ourselves more creative? See, in this period of lockdown, I cannot say that move out of your natural spaces. But of course, you can find a serene corner in your own home. You can just find a place, an environment which is much more stimulating, which is much more inspiring than any other normal place where you sit in your routine. So find that place. Like for example, if you take my example, I am always getting more creative whenever I am surrounded with plants. So find that space. Some people like to be surrounded with nature. Some people like to sit with books. So whatever suits you, bring your brain to alpha wave frequency so that you can set your goals and targets here. So I'll say that alpha helps you set your targets right. The third one, T stands for theta. And at theta state of brain frequency, the mind is only producing 15 thoughts per minute. So you can assume that how much more your mind has relaxed till the time it has reached theta. Theta has got more to do with meditation. When meditators are meditating, their brain relaxes to theta wave frequency. But most of us are not meditating. So what to do? How to make use of this? When nature gives you 2 windows, 5 minutes before sleeping, 5 minutes after you wake up in the morning. 5 minutes before you go to bed, I'm sorry, you are sleeping, just about to doze off, those 5 minutes you have to utilize by visualizing, like a picture is going on. By visualizing whatever target you have set here in alpha, you are visualizing it in theta in a way that a picture is going on, a movie is going on, and you are very much a part of it. So this is like total creative visualization. For example, if a person wants to become a pilot, then he has to visualize that he is flying a plane, and with every specific detail, he has to visualize that. Why do I say that you have to visualize just before sleeping? Because then you are able to transfer these thoughts to the subconscious mind of your brain. And once the vision, the target, it reaches the subconscious, the job is done. And where the subconscious is, that is where the fourth level frequency is, which is delta. At delta, the mind is producing very less, even 10 or nil thoughts. Because this is a stage of deep sleep. This is where deep healing takes place. So, let's repeat. You are setting your target in alpha. You visualizing that dream in theta. And if you do this practice for 21 days, you are actually able to very successfully register that thought in the subconscious of your mind, wherein your healing will take place, wherein you will actually become a magnet to manifest it in your reality. Follow this practice for 21 days. Why do I say that? Because 21 days is the time that your brain needs to form a habit or to break an addiction. So once you register something in your subconscious mind, the job is done. You just release it to the universe and forget about it. As I said in the beginning of this session, letting go and gratitude go hand in hand. All the best to you. Do this with all your heart, and I hope that the tips which I provided you today with will prove useful to all of you. Thank you so much.